Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We're going to take a break from doing the um, chart. I'm going to have the chart up for a minute for those while we're waiting for those other folks to log in. Right now, only half of you are here, but I want to leave it up so that you see what we should have so far. And again, you all have more on your chart than I have on mine because you've added all the extra words and things to your chart. But you should have at least this much, if not more. If you, okay, I don't have, I guess I'll talk to you while we're waiting for people to come in. But we're going to do Nearpod today as a review, and we're going to do proteins first, and then tomorrow we'll do carbohydrates. And so at least this much of your chart should be complete. So let me also show you where you can get extra. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Okay, I'm going to have to edit yours. I don't want you to. All right, there is an assignment on yours, but I don't want you to use that code. So let me start by changing that code. All right, what are we waiting? We're waiting. Only half of you are here. Some of you are off camera. Folks, you're supposed to be on camera. All right, so what you should have done so far is look at, okay, good timing, good timing. Some more folks coming in. All right, so from Canvas, you can use this section here to help you complete any information that's in this section should also be on your chart. So make sure you review that and include anything that needs to be included. And we've got most of them. So we've got a picture that looks like that. We've got information about how they're formed. And that's not we'll talk about protein synthesis later because that's not the gist of our discussion right now. We just need to know that proteins are a macromolecule. So make sure you have this information in your protein box and this one about monomers and polymers. All right, moving on from that, yesterday we started carbohydrates. And so as far as the chart is concerned, and I'm going to change that in a minute because I have a different code for you. So don't log into that one and ignore that one. All right, so for carbohydrates, yesterday we looked at this section here. So make sure that you have this information on your chart as well. Okay. All right. I think we got almost everybody. So like I said, I am going to put this Nearpod link in the chat. You're going to do a self-guided Nearpod today. And it's to do a review of proteins. Now there's several activities in this Nearpod, so you need to do them all, and it gives you it will record a total for me at the end. So you don't have to send me anything. It's going to record for me what you did and did not do. And it will give me a grade out of 100, which I will reduce to a grade out of 10, and put that in the grade book. All right, I'm going to hold off by sending this because some folks are still coming in. And if I don't, if I send it now, I'll have to send it again. All right, good afternoon. If you just came in, you need to be on camera. Everybody's supposed to be on camera. If your body's here, I need to see a face. Thank you so much. Class has started. Okay, so I am going to, all right, despite my better judgment. Okay, I'm going to, so that's a link for the Nearpod. I'm going to share this in a sec. All right, once you log into the Nearpod, it will let me know, and I can monitor what you're doing and what you're not doing. All right, so there's some activities. There's questions that you need to answer. There are videos that you need to watch. So again, the Nearpod will record all of that, and at the end of the lesson today, I will record what what just happened. Huh? There we go. Hmm. I don't know why it did that. I've never seen it do that before. Okay, so everybody should be in this Nearpod, and like I said, it's going to tell me when everybody's logged in. Just to pull it. All right, for some reason it did this very strangely, because usually it tells me. All right, so there's a question that you have to answer first off, so it will record your answer for that. Again, there are some videos that you have to watch. So make sure you watch the videos. It records that you watched the video. All right, now this question, the first question says, how much do you already know about proteins? Nobody should say, I don't know anything, because you have a chart in front of you. And so you know something. So this should, I don't want to see anybody's answer that says, I don't know anything. Okay. You don't know everything, but don't say, I don't know anything. That's a wrong answer. All right. And then go ahead and, like I said, everybody should be logged in. Everybody should be logged in. This is acting like I am the student. Hold on. We'll stop sharing for a moment because it's not acting like. Is everybody logged in? Let me look at GoGuardian. I can see whether you're logged in or not. Everybody should be logged in because you should be able to finish this during this class period. This should not be something that you're still trying to do tomorrow. Because like I said, tomorrow and like I see 3 people who are not in it yet. All right, the thing, yes, yes, I know it's student pace, but it's still, even on student pace, it should let me see who's in and who isn't. So yes, it is on student pace. It is on student pace. Student pace doesn't mean that you take your sweet time. Okay, there are 33 slides on this, so you need to get this done during this time, please. So again, I'm looking at folks who aren't in it. Everybody should be in. If your body is here, it should be in. I seem to always be missing the same people. But yes, it is student paced, so make sure you answer all of the questions. And again, it is going to record for me your score at the end. So you don't have to send me anything. All right, again, I'm looking at GoGuardian and everybody is not doing the Nearpod. This is a today activity, not a tomorrow activity. If your body's here, I should have a grade at the end of class. All right, good afternoon. If you just came in, we are working on a Nearpod. I can put the link for the Nearpod in the chat. That is, we are working on that Nearpod and we should have that finished by the end of class. If you have any questions, please ask. Again, you should be able to complete this Nearpod by the end of class. I'll go in and look at the report and I will record the grades in Canvas. Yeah. Why does it keep doing this? Oh my goodness. I don't know what it's doing. Unbelievable. Nevaeh, I hope you're working. Also, a reminder that Infinite Campus and Canvas have been synced and that things are up to date. If you have any missing assignments, you want to make sure that you get those done and uploaded. And again, this assignment today should not be a one that you drag on because we have another one to do tomorrow. We're going to do carbohydrates tomorrow. Why is my screen doing this? And yes, you have to watch the videos. It won't let you go on until you watch the videos. You can't skip over anything because it will record what you are doing and what you don't do. It's giving you a score, a total score by the time you get to the end. So make sure you do all of the sessions. How y'all doing? All right. You've got about 5 minutes, a little more than 5 minutes left of class. So hopefully you're pacing yourself and you're almost done or you are done. Now, save the link. If you're not done, save the code so that you can go in and finish it later. The code is also on the assignment drop folder. So if you need to have the code there, um, it's there. Okay. Why is this not opening for me? All right. All right, time is just about up. Again, if you didn't finish, now I have to log out for the next class, but if you didn't finish, again, make sure that you save that link. Um, it will record your score, and I'll record the scores in Canvas, and you should be able to see that tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to do the same thing with carbohydrates, and that will be our review for those two. And so next week we'll finish the chart by looking at um, lipids and nucleic acids. So we'll do the chart first, and then we'll do the two Neopons to sum those up. Okay? All right. If you have no questions for me, see you tomorrow.